How is this different than weights? I've lifted weights my whole life. Since I was probably 15. Not probably, I know that's very accurate. 15 years old. Very avid weightlifter. I was an athlete in high school, athlete in college. I played rugby in college. The drawback of weights is that when you lift weights, you will go to fatigue in the range of motion where you are weakest by definition. And when you do that, you're engaging the least amount of muscle, which is why you're weakest there, and you're putting joints at greater risk. So the stronger you get, the more of a risk game you play. So it's very diminishing returns with that model. So I ended up in my 20s doing medical device design, and I discovered through design of this device, which was for osteoporosis, that individuals have 7 times the capability. This was in a published study done in a London hospital. People have 7 times the capability in their strongest range versus their weakest range, which really means when we stimulate muscle, we're leaving, like with weights, we're leaving so much muscle really untouched. And risk is very high. So I wanted to create a system which allowed us to have more loading and more force through the muscle, but only in the places where there was more engagement, and then less weight where the joints were at risk. So more protective and more advantageous in both ways. So that's really how X3 differs. The weight changes as you move through space in accordance with your biomechanics. So we stimulate a greater amount of muscular tissue, and then there's a greater response. And this has even been seen in research. On the science page, there's multiple studies that show that variable resistance can trigger more muscular growth, and shows more muscular growth.